It's Mrs Amos here again, and today, Rāpari, which is Thursday, I'm going to be helping you with your writing activity. I have been thinking about all the wonderful stories that we read in Te Manua, and my favourite one at the moment is called Monster's Lunch, and I thought we could do our writing activity about it. So I'm going to read it first, and then I'm going to give you an activity to do afterwards. Monster's Lunch. Monster started at our school. We showed him where to put his bag. We showed him how to sit on the mat. We looked after him at lunchtime. What have you got for lunch? We asked. Something munchy? Something crunchy? Monster looked in his lunchbox. Yum, said Monster. I've got worms for lunch today. Worms? We cried. Worms for lunch? Worms aren't munchy. Worms aren't crunchy. But I like worms, said Monster, and he ate them all up. What else have you got for lunch? We asked. Something munchy? Something crunchy? Monster looked in his lunchbox. Snails, he said. I love snails. Snails are munchy. Snails are crunchy. Here, have one, he said. Snails? No thanks, we said. Monster looked at us. Well, what have you got for lunch? Something munchy? Something crunchy? He asked. We looked in our lunchboxes. We had carrots. Yum! We had apples. Yum! These are munchy. These are crunchy, we said. Try these. No thanks, said Monster. Monster ate his snails. We ate our apples and carrots. Munch, munch, crunch, crunch. Yum! Hooray for lunch. Your writing activity for today is to write or draw, or both, what did Monster have for lunch? So you could get somebody in your bubble to write, what did Monster have for lunch? And then underneath it, you can draw it and you can write down some of the sounds that you can hear. Like if you remember maybe Monster ate snails, you could try and find a sound that you can hear and put that there. Or if you know how to write the whole word, you can write that too. And then in the next part, what did the children have for lunch? Try to remember what the children had, and you can draw it over here, and you can write some of the sounds that you can hear, or you can get a grown-up to help you to label it. And then if you'd like to, I'd really like to know what we like to have for lunch. So whatever it is that you like to have for lunch, you can draw it over here, and then you can label it with the sounds that you can hear from its name. Like, I like to have sandwiches, cheese sandwiches. So I might draw a picture of a cheese sandwich here, and then think about the sounds that I can hear. Sandwiches. S, s. Ooh, what sound can you hear? And then once you've finished your drawing and your writing, get a grown-up to take a photo and share it on Hero. We'd love to see it. Thank you. Ka kite.